Hi, my name's Tom. I've gone ahead and divided parts of my basement with just two things from Amazon, and I'm going to show you how to do the same. So I'm here in my basement, and this sort of the basement is kind of the gaming, seating, office area over here, and then I have kind of an area over here where I wanted to go ahead and have workout. I have a little treadmill, I have a little weight bench over there, and what I wanted to do is divide this area from that area of the basement. So the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to go ahead and put up some curtains. Now, there's a lot of different ways to divide a room. I could have used stand-up dividers. I could have used shower curtains, but I wanted something a little classier. So I went with these two items from Amazon. This is a cloth curtain, and this is a special curtain bar that's meant for a lot of different uses, but it works really well. It's a tension curtain, and I'm going to show you how to do the exact same thing on the other side. So first things first, I went ahead and I measured across here from this wall over here to this wall is about 60 inches or so. So I went ahead and made sure that I got the right size tension curtain rod. As long as the curtain rod will go over 60 inches, then you should be good. You may want to go for 65 or 72, so you have a little bit more extra play. Now with these particular curtain rods, the way I work is it's got a couple middle pieces here, and it's got two end pieces. And the end pieces are kind of rubberized, so they won't actually harm the paint. It's not sticky. It's not actually glue or anything. It's going to use tension, like weighted tension, to actually hold it up there. So the first thing you want to do is you want to go ahead and kind of just put it together a little bit. And this particular one just screws together. Let me see how to do this here. All right, there we go. And they just screw together. You can get these in different colors, different sizes. I'm going to go ahead and do this. Let's see how we're doing here. Let's see here. Oh, looks like we need another middle piece. Okay, they just screw together. Okay, so let's see how we're doing. Okay, so that's pretty close, but now I have this piece here. Oh my gosh. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out one of these middle pieces, and I'm going to put this in. And you're going to say, Tom, it's not long enough. It's not going to work. I know. This last piece here is the special tension piece. And what it is, it has a spring on the inside of it. And what you do is you kind of twist it. Yeah, I'll show you a close up. What you do is you kind of twist it. And as you twist it, this thing gets longer and longer. And you can push it a little bit. There's a spring tension in there. So the whole idea is you put it up and you turn it, and it gets longer and longer. And eventually, I'm going to close up. I'm going to zoom in for you. So, and you just turn it closer and closer and closer until there it is. Now it's tense, but it's not tight yet. Now I want to keep kind of turning here a little bit, and I make it tighter and tighter, and I can essentially turn this part. This will now stay tense against the wall. This will stay tense this way, but I can kind of turn this little middle part where my hand is, and I can tension that spring. Now, nice and tight. The problem is I don't have a curtain on it. So I got to take it back down, but that's how I'm going to tighten the rod. I now have a pretty good idea of exactly how long I need the curtain rod to be. So I'm going to go ahead and tighten it and loosen it back down. And all you do is just turn the other way, and there we go. A little more loose there, and now I just take it down. So it allows me to divide the room, but only temporarily. Now it's curtain time. This is from a company called CUCRAF here. Again, Amazon. These are room blackout curtains, but they're blackout curtains if the colors are really, really dark. I chose the lighter color, so they're probably more like room darkening. They are thick. They are actually a pretty good quality fabric. I'll kind of show it to you here. You can kind of see it's thick. Let me see if I can get one. There we go. I can kind of show you one inside. It's pretty good. There's double ridged up here. You'll notice it has grommets. That's actually pretty important in a moment here. I'm going to open it up, and you'll see kind of how thick it is. Let me see here. You can see it's a nice fabric. It's very smooth. It's very soft. It looks good. It doesn't have any kind of dark lining in it or anything, but it is thick enough that most light doesn't go through it. If I hold it up to the light, it's pretty dark. If I hold it up to the sun, I might get a tiny bit of light through. So I would consider these really, really dark room darkening, maybe not complete blackout if you put them on a window with sunlight. But I don't need that. I'm in a basement. So I'm going to go ahead and unwrap them both. Now, for curtains, you want to measure two things. You want to measure the size of the top to the bottom, that's your length, and then you want to measure your width. Now my width here is only about, what, 60, 70 inches or so, but you have to be careful with curtains. You got to make sure that you get two panels. So for this particular item, I got two panels, and each panel was 52 inches long. Well, if I put them both up, that's fine. It'll be 100 and some inches. That's okay. If this is only 70 and both panels are 104 inches, let's say, that's good because I have some play. I have a little bit of room to kind of push my curtains back and forth. So that's what I want. So I got two panels that were, I think, about 72 inches long and about 52 inches wide, and you'll see how that all works. Let's go back to my curtain rod. Now that I know exactly how big my curtain rod needs to be, I'm still going to open up one of the middle pieces here. This is really easy to just screw back on and off. It's not the tension piece. So I have a curtain rod here, and I'm going to get my curtain. Now my curtain has kind of a front and a back. This is the front where there aren't any seams on it, and this is the back. You can see some of the seams on it. Now the way I'm going to do this is because this has grommets, it's going to look real nice and slides real well on the curtain rod, but I'm going to kind of fold my curtain up a little bit. I'm going to take my curtain rod, this is the front, and I'm going to go ahead and put the curtain rod through the first hole through the front and the second hole through the back. Same thing, front and then back. You can go ahead and just accordion up your curtain and do the same thing, but I'm just kind of showing you here. Front, back, front, back. There we go. That is now one panel on a curtain rod. Slides real easily because it's grommets. I love the grommets. And now I'm going to go ahead and do my other panel and do the exact same thing, and then I'm ready to hang the whole thing back up. Okay, I have both panels on my curtain rod. I'm going to go ahead and put my curtain rod back together now. Turn that middle piece, tighten it up pretty good there. Okay, here we go. I'm now going to go ahead and put this up. So I'm going to put it about right there. I'm going to put this about right where I had it before, and I'm going to go ahead and just tighten this up a little bit. Now, I'm going to need to tighten it up a little more than before, simply because I now have more weight on it. I actually have the curtains, and these are nice curtains. These really are very good curtains for dividing a room. I actually showed them to my wife, and she said, oh, well, we need new curtains in the dining room. So she might go ahead and get some of these in the dining room. Same brand. They are coming in a lot of different colors and a lot of different sizes. So, and there we go. I now have a room divider. I'm going to have a weight bench right down the bottom, but I can now close that up, and we're done. I've divided the room. You may want to go ahead and steam your curtains with a hand steamer, or you may want to go ahead and throw them into a dryer if you have a de-wrinkling function. That's fine. But I'm not going to bother. As my curtains stay there, they will go ahead and they will straighten out. But you can just kind of see this is what they look like. Ta-da! There's one there, and there's one right there. I can close it back up. If I close both up, it actually looks really, really pretty nice. It's completely closed off. My entire workout area is in there. If I had younger kids, this would actually be a great little stage or kind of a little thing where they can throw the curtains open. They can go ahead and do little plays and dances and theater stuff. My kids are older. They're not going to do that. But this is, again, just a great room divider. I'm really happy with these two things from Amazon. Both the curtain rods and the curtains were top notch. As long as you get the right size, you're good to go. This is a really, really great addition to our house. It's just amazing what a simple curtain rod and curtains will do to kind of change the whole vibe of a room.